Super technological armor. Dr. Doom's armor is more than just a suit. It's an engineering masterpiece packed with abilities that make it one of the most formidable tools in the Marvel Universe. Imagine a blend of magic, cutting-edge tech, and sheer brilliance, all forged into a titanium battlesuit. This isn't just a metal shell, it's Doom's ultimate weapon. Let's break it down. First off, the armor gives Doom superhuman strength. Crushing metal with his bare hands or going toe-to-toe with superheroes like the Thing? That's just another Tuesday for Doom. It's also ridiculously durable, designed to tank hits from heavyweights like the Hulk or the fire blasts of the Human Torch. And yes, it's been upgraded to counter his arch-nemesis, the Fantastic Four. Now, mobility. Jetpacks built into the suit let Doom fly. In some cases, his later versions didn't even need them. From soaring across battlefields to torpedoing through the ocean, Doom's mobility is as versatile as it gets. And then there's the tech. Doom's armor is like a walking Swiss Army knife of destruction. It can fire concussive blasts from the gauntlets, shoot bolts of pure energy from his fingertips, and even deliver electric shocks capable of knocking out enemies in close combat. Don't even think about grabbing Doom's hand uninvited. One touch, and you're getting zapped with enough voltage to regret it instantly. The suit's defensive capabilities are just as impressive. It generates a force field that can shield Doom and even protect others. But here's the catch. He can't attack while the shield is active. Not that it's much of a drawback, considering the arsenal he's got when it's down. What makes this suit truly terrifying is the level of thought Doom put into it. Every little feature is designed for efficiency, from infrared vision for spotting invisible foes to sensors that amplify sound. The suit also has a recycling system for air, food, and water, letting Doom survive in space or underwater for extended periods. And let's not forget the magical enhancements. The armor was forged in Tibet and includes splinters of the True Cross, supposedly, to fend off supernatural threats like Dracula. Pair that with solar energy absorption to keep the suit powered, and you have a self-sustaining powerhouse. Simply put, Doom's armor isn't just a suit, it's a statement. It screams power, genius, and unmatched dominance, making it one of the most iconic pieces of tech in Marvel history. Enhanced attributes. Dr. Doom isn't just some genius in a fancy suit. His physical power is on another level. Thanks to his armor, he has strength that can break steel, crush diamonds, and throw massive rocks like nothing. In one battle with the Hulk, Doom made the big green guy bleed with a single punch. Let that sink in. But here's the thing. Doom isn't just dangerous because of his armor. Even without it, he's a nightmare in hand-to-hand combat. Trained by monks in Tibet, Doom mastered martial arts and honed his skills perfectly. Oh, and let's not forget, he's also been trained by the best swordsman on Earth. So, whether he's throwing punches or swinging a blade, Doom is a walking weapon. Want proof? In the Doom War storyline, Doom took on Black Panther, a guy who's no slouch himself, and beat him in a straight-up fight like it was nothing. Doom's a powerhouse, both with and without his armor, and every move he makes is calculated to destroy anyone who stands in his technopathy and force fields. Dr. Doom is all about control, whether it's his enemies, his machines, or the battlefield itself. Let's start with the Doombots, those mechanical soldiers that carry out his every command. They aren't just ordinary robots, they're extensions of Doom himself. Using his technopathy, a fancy way of saying he controls technology with his mind, Doom doesn't need a remote or buttons. If he wants them to attack, defend, or even clean his lair, they'll do it, no questions asked. These bots are relentless, marching into battle while their creator stays one step ahead, pulling the strings from a safe distance. And here's the kicker. Doom's technopathy doesn't stop with his Doombots. Any machine is fair game. If Doom sets his sights on it, it's his command. Now, even though Doom prefers to let his bots do the dirty work, he's no stranger to protecting himself when things get intense. That's where his force fields come in. Built into his armor, these barriers are no joke. They've held up against blows from the Hulk, Iron Man, and even the Thing. Guys known for smashing their way through almost anything. But Doom didn't stop at just one type of shield. He's got force fields that shock anyone who dares to touch them. And if, for some reason, his armor can't handle a hit, he's got magic up his sleeve to summon even more protective barriers. What makes Doom truly terrifying is how he balances his reliance on tech with his genius. He's the ultimate multitasker, orchestrating battles with his Doombots while ensuring his defenses are impenetrable. Every move he makes is calculated, every invention fine-tuned to perfection. Doom doesn't just dominate his enemies, he outthinks them, outmaneuvers them, and, when it comes down to it, completely outclasses them. That's Victor Von Doom, mastermind, inventor, and the last person you want to cross. Regeneration. Dr. Doom doesn't just survive, he makes death look like a minor inconvenience. Thanks to his genius in science and sorcery, Victor has found multiple ways to keep himself alive and well. His armor alone can heal most of his injuries, patching him up mid-battle like it's no big deal. But when the damage is too severe for tech to handle, Doom turns to magic. In Avengers, The Children's Crusade, #4, he used his spells to heal himself and Wiccan from life-threatening wounds. And even if something takes him down, Doom has a backup plan. On those rare occasions when he suffers a fatal blow, he refuses to stay dead. His ultimate cheat code? The Ovoid Mind Transfer. This allows Doom to move his consciousness into another body, keeping himself alive no matter what happens to his own. In Guardians of the Galaxy, he went so far as to transfer his mind into Wolverine's adamantium-coated skeleton to survive in the distant future. Basically, Doom has ensured that no matter what the universe throws at him, wounds, magic, or even death, he's always one step ahead. He's not just a survivor, he's practically untouchable. Power theft. Not only this, he doesn't just want power, he craves ultimate power, and if someone else has it, he'll take it for himself. With his mix of intelligence, advanced tech, and mastery of magic, Doom has stolen abilities from some of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe, each time leveling up into something far beyond human. Take Fantastic Four #57 for example. Doom manipulates the Silver Surfer into letting his guard down and steals his cosmic powers. For a brief moment, he wields the energy of the cosmos itself, becoming almost unstoppable. Though he eventually loses it, it's just one example of how far he'll go to claim what he sees as rightfully his. Then there's Secret Wars, not once, but twice. Doom managed to overpower the Beyonders, being so powerful they exist outside reality. In the original series, Doom barely survives the fight but still absorbs their powers. Fast forward to 2015's Secret Wars, and he goes even further, becoming God Emperor Doom, the strongest version of himself. With reality-altering abilities, Doom doesn't just rule over a kingdom, he controls the entire multiverse, bending existence to his will. But Doom doesn't stop there. When Dormammu, a literal demon god, tries to conquer the galaxy, Doom sees an opportunity. In Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 6, he uses a spell to trap Dormammu's dark magic inside his armor, turning that immense power into a weapon he can unleash whenever he wants. And Doom isn't above stealing from allies either. In Avengers, The Children's Crusade, he siphons the life force from Scarlet Witch, an overwhelming power that drives her mad. By taking it for himself, he not only heals his disfigured face, but also gains magical abilities on par with the gods. Then there's Aran the Watcher, a being with powers humans can barely comprehend. In Fantastic Four #373, Doom tracks Aran to Earth and uses his tech to drain his cosmic energy. Unlike the Watchers, who take an oath never to interfere, Doom has no such restrictions. With that power, he elevates himself to a cosmic god once again. Dr. Doom doesn't just fight to survive, he fights to dominate. He takes what he wants, whether it's magic, cosmic energy, or godlike abilities, believing it's his destiny to rule over all creation. And honestly, with everything he's pulled off, arguing with him is hard. Time travel. Dr. Doom doesn't just dream about controlling time, he built a way to do it. That's Doom for you. When most people wonder about the mysteries of time travel, Doom rolls up his sleeves and makes it happen. Enter the Time Platform, his gateway to any point in history, first introduced in Fantastic Four #5. With this device, Doom can rewrite the past, plan for the future, and manipulate time to suit his endless ambition. He's not afraid to test his mastery against others either. Kong the Conqueror may be the big name in time travel, but Doom doesn't see him as competition. Doom believes he's in a league of his own, because he does. In the Age of Ultron timeline, Doom showed how good he is at bending time. He traveled into the past, made changes, and walked away without creating an alternate timeline. That's no small feat, but for Doom, it's just another day at work. He uses time travel like a weapon, turning history into a tool for his plans. And here's the thing. Doom doesn't need his time platform to send others hurtling through time. When Morgana Le Fay decided to attack him, Doom didn't just fight back. He sent her to prehistoric times using a combination of time travel and sorcery. Because when you mess with Doom, he doesn't just win. He makes sure you never forget who you're dealing with. Mastery of magic. Furthermore, he isn't just a genius with technology, he's also a master of magic. From a young age, Victor dabbled in spells, starting with the basics, but over the years he climbed to the top, becoming one of the most powerful sorcerers in the Marvel Universe. With his dark magic, Doom can cast devastating spells, summon deadly creatures, and crush anyone foolish enough to stand in his way. And when the Doombots aren't enough, Doom brings out the big guns, summoning demons straight from the underworld. His command over sorcery is so advanced that he's often compared to Doctor Strange. In fact, even Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme himself, has admitted that Doom knows certain spells that he doesn't. Imagine that, a guy so powerful that the literal master of the mystic arts tips his hat to him. If Doom needs to get somewhere, he doesn't bother with walking, flying, or even using a spaceship. Why would he? He's mastered teleportation. With a flick of his wrist and some magic, he can pop in and out of anywhere, making him one of the most intimidating figures to face. Heroes and villains alike never know when Doom might show up. He's there 1 second and gone the next, but it's not just simple teleportation. Doom can break through magical barriers, force fields, and just about any defense you can think of. He doesn't need to see where he's going. He visualizes his destination and appears there. Oh, and he can even teleport across dimensions. Think you can lock him up or keep him out? Good luck. Genius-level intellect. Dr. Doom's greatest weapon isn't his armor or magic, it's his brain. Hands down, Victor Von Doom is one of the smartest people in the Marvel Universe. His intelligence is often put on the same level as Reed Richards, his main rival, though Doom would tell you he's smarter. Honestly, it's hard to argue with a guy who's mastered so many fields of science and used his knowledge to create some of the most advanced tech. Victor isn't just a scientist, he's a total prodigy. He's mastered robotics, physics, genetics, cybernetics, and time travel. That's right, this guy built a time machine. On top of that, he's an incredible strategist and natural-born leader. His mind isn't limited to science. He's a tactician who knows how to win wars, lead nations, and outthink his enemies at every turn. Doom's inventions are on another level. From Doombots that mimic him perfectly to advanced suits of armor that can take on the Hulk, his creations are legendary. And let's not forget his knack for problem-solving. Unlike Mr. Fantastic, Doom found a way to cure Ben Grimm of his Thing form. Reed might always get credit as the good guy genius, but Doom's achievements speak for themselves. But Doom's genius isn't just about building cool gadgets or solving impossible problems. It's how he uses his intellect to dominate and intimidate. He's gone toe-to-toe with cosmic beings like the Silver Surfer, outsmarted gods like the Panther god Bastet, and even held his own against the Beyonder. That's the kind of brainpower we're dealing with here. In the Marvel multiverse, Doom's intellect isn't just respected, it's feared. Even someone like Thanos, who doesn't flinch much, knows better than to underestimate him. Whether science, strategy, or sheer cunning, Doom is always 10 steps ahead. His genius isn't just about what he knows, it's about how he uses it to stay on top of the world, no matter who's trying to stop him. Summoning demons. Next up, he is more than just an evil genius. He has a seriously dark side regarding magic. His ability to summon demons whenever he pleases is just another one of his terrifying tricks. While most people would have to go through all kinds of trouble, making deals and dealing with misery to call on a demon, Doom? Not even close. He snaps his fingers, and they show up, trembling in fear. Though Doom commands an entire country and sends his Doombots to handle the dirty work, sometimes he wants to send in the big guns, literal monsters from hell. This is where his black magic comes in. He knows when to use the right tool for the job, and when his enemies are magical, he'll bring the most terrifying creatures to ensure they regret crossing him. And don't think Doom summons demons for fun. He does it to overwhelm and terrify. He knows how to get into his enemies' heads, and nothing's scarier than a swarm of demons showing up when you least expect it. It's another reason no one wants to mess with Dr. Doom. The Infinity Gauntlet. There we have the Infinity Gauntlet, which is one of the most powerful things in the Marvel Universe. It's just a fancy glove, but when you add the 6 Infinity Stones, it becomes a weapon that can make the person wielding it more powerful than anything else. In a battle against some terrifying celestial beings, Doom was knocked out of the fight and left seemingly destroyed. But he didn't stay down for long. While searching for a way back, Doom found 2 Infinity Gauntlets left behind by versions of Reed Richards from other universes. And once Doom got his hands on them, well, he wasn't just playing around. Using the power of the gauntlets, he went to a universe where one of the gauntlets came from and brought life back to the world. But Doom didn't stop there. With the power of the gauntlet, he separated magic from science and even created new life forms that he ruled over. In short, Doom used the Infinity Gauntlet to become even more unstoppable, proving once again that no one's safe when he gets his hands on power. Cosmic power. Above all, he has always been obsessed with power, and nothing caught his eye quite like the power cosmic. After seeing how unstoppable the Silver Surfer was, Doom wasted no time scheming. In Fantastic Four number 57, he tricked the Surfer into dropping his guard just long enough to steal that cosmic power for himself. With it, Doom became nearly unbeatable, crushing his enemies easily, until his arrogance gave Reed Richards the opening he needed to take him down. But stealing the power cosmic was just the start. Doom's thirst for godlike abilities led him to wield the Cosmic Cube, 2 Infinity Gauntlets, and even the Makluan Rings. Each time, his power reached unimaginable levels. Mind transference, Dr. Doom doesn't answer to anyone, not gods, men, or even death. He sees himself as the greatest being, far too important to fade away. One of his most insane feats? Beating death. In Jim Valentino's Guardians of the Galaxy run set in the year 3000, Doom is still alive. How? Mastering the Ovoid Mind Transfer is a skill that lets him move his consciousness into Wolverine's adamantium skeleton. And that's not all. When trapped in his armor, Doom spotted a nearby man and jumped into his body to escape. Death beneath him. Hypnotism. Finally, Dr. Doom doesn't just rely on brute strength or tech. He's also a master hypnotist. He's so skilled that he can completely bend people to his will through sheer focus. And if that fails, no problem. Doom's armor is equipped with the Instant Hypnotism Impulsor, a handy gadget in his left gauntlet. This little device messes with people's balance, confusing them. Even better, it can make his enemies turn on each other, saving Doom the effort of fighting them himself. Subtle or high-tech, Doom always has a way to stay in control. So, with all these insane powers under his belt, do you think Dr. Doom is one of the greatest minds in the Marvel Universe, or is he just too dangerous for his good? Share your thoughts in the comments below.